Hi guys, this is sort of the wrap up of ELA that I'm going to talk to you a little bit about. If we were in school, we would be doing Miss Lou's ELA Summer Olympics, where we would be having fun with questions. But what I want you to think about are the things that I think are important that you take away from this year with language arts. First of all, how important it is to always check over your work. Thinking about DOL in this case, where we actually practice so much with the editing, and the things that we learned in DOL that were new, compound sentences, complex sentences, using those commas after introductory words, the semicolon. Don't ever forget that. And the things that we taught about with writing and, having great topic sentences and concluding sentences that were not no-no sentences, but that were interesting and use interesting words and not repeating your words. Being able to make your papers look good. You remember, they may not be the best papers in the world, but if they look good, a teacher already has a positive attitude going into that. We started back with the types of sentences and we went through parts of speech and, all those things kind of are mixed together to make good writing. And that's where we put all those things together. You are going to get to keep your grammar books, so you have those notes that you can always refer to. That grammar book has a lot of really good notes, and you can use it as kind of like a little guidebook or a little handbook if you ever need to review any of the information that we covered in grammar. Of course, my favorite part of language arts class was the poetry. And you all know that. You all know how much I love poetry. There were so many more poems that I wish we could have gotten to, but we just we weren't allowed that time. So I hope that your poetry book is something you will keep and that you will treasure. The last week of school, you are going to get your writing portfolio that's got all of your writing in it that you'll get to keep. Just find a spot to keep all that together. It's a body of work that's yours, and it's kind of neat to have that to keep and to look back at. I challenge and encourage you to find other types of poems and continue on keeping a poetry book because it really is, it's fun. It can be fun. Um, Spelling, you will get to keep those spelling books. You can throw them away if you want to. It's just there were a couple other units towards the end that had some different word lists you may want to just look through just for funsies. Your language arts notebooks had a lot of notes in them as well. All your rough drafts and things were in there. It's up to you whether to keep those things or not. I just would encourage you to think about the things we've learned this year and not let them leave your mind, because next year you're going to build even more onto your knowledge of grammar, your knowledge of writing, your knowledge of just being able to put together good papers, which is the ultimate goal of all these things that we've been studying about, is to put them together as good writers. So that kind of wraps up language arts. You are not going to have to turn those workbooks in, so they're yours. Bye.